Assalamu alaikum. So in the previous lecture we have discussed on hydro power plant, and we have discussed some of the terms related to hydro power plant, that is dam, anchor, block, penstock, surge tank, turbines. Okay, so in this lecture we will be discussing about turbine and the different turbines which you are using in hydro power plant, and then what are the different types of flows. So basically this lecture will be focusing more on your mechanical flows, or there is a subject called fluid mechanics in um, mechanical engineering. So we will be discussing more on that part, and then we will be moving on to our different classifications. Let's start then. So this was our last lecture, and we have seen the working principle of your hydropower plant. And if you look at around here, so this turbine is moving, rotating about with the flow of water. So we have discussed about the power flow equation, and we have discussed on the various terms that is it governs on. So this W was giving a specific weight of water in kg per meter cube. Q is the rate of the flow, H was the height of the head, N efficiency, generation efficiency. So here the classification of your turbine is also based on some of the terms that is that is governed by this power equation. So basically W and your efficiency, these two terms, you can say that it remains constant, generally a constant terms. But what are the variables which we have is your Q, that is your rate of flow, and your height of the fall, or head. Okay, so these two things are the major important things that classify your turbines. So if So here we will be discussing on your turbine, and this is my first turbine, that is your Pelton turbine. And the turbine we have discussed in impulse turbine and your reaction turbine in your thermal power plant. But here there are three different turbines, that is your Pelton turbine, Francis turbine, and Kaplan turbine. And those are also governed by different forces, and depending on those forces, those are also governed by your impulse and your reaction forces. But more you can say the flow of your water decides decides the which turbine you are going to use. So let's discuss about some part of your fluid mechanics, from where your fluid mechanics is started. Okay, so you have heard about your circle. Now this circle has different lines to it. If you are drawing a line that is perpendicular to the radius, so this is your radius, and this is your tangent, and this is your radius. Okay, so if you are drawing a line perpendicular to the radius, that is called as tangent. Okay, so if a force is coming in this direction, that is called as tangential force. Okay, now there is other thing, that if a force is coming along your radius, this is called as radial forces. This is your radial forces. These are your radial forces. Now if some forces are coming on to the surface area of your circle, surface area of your circle, so these are called as axial forces. Okay, so these are your axial forces. So based on these two, that is your axial forces and tangential forces, different turbines have been developed. Okay, so you can say that if a force is coming tangential to a turbine, so it is your impulse, it is creating an impulse. So this Pelton turbine is your one of your tangential forces. Like your here you can see that water jet is tangent to the turbine blades. Okay, so that's your Pelton turbine works on. So this Pelton turbine creates an impulsive force uh, on the blades of your turbine. So this turbine is will be suitable for high head. If your head, as you can see here, it is giving water from the head height. Okay, so this high head should be high head. And but if you see the flow, the amount of water that is coming out from the turbine, from the this penstock, you can say. So the amount of water that is coming out of the penstock is very low. So it is suitable for high head but low flow rate. Okay, so the q should be low, q should be low. So these are the two. This is your Pelton turbine. Now this is your Kaplan turbine. Here will the theory is that it will be utilizing your axial forces. Now in the previous slide we have discussed that those forces that are perpendicular to the surface. Now this is your blades. Okay, these are your turbine blades, and if your flow of water comes perpendicular to the blade and it rotates the blade, so this creates your axial forces. And this the other name that is that it creates a reaction forces on it. Okay, so axial forces, it also creates your reaction forces. So these are also called as turbine forces. Okay, reaction turbine. So here if you see the GIF file, the water is coming in and it cuts the blade perpendicular. Okay, as you can see here. So it comes in and it goes like this and it cuts your blade. So it creates your the axial forces onto the turbine blade. Now if you see the area or the cross sectional area of the inlet, it is quite large compared to the Pelton turbines. Okay, so large cross sectional area or the inlet, or the next name you can say that the penstock, if it is more or have large area, means that the quantity of water entering into it is quite more. Okay, so indirectly it we can say that q, we are talking about q is very large. So and if your height of the dam or head of the dam is low, it is preferred. So it will be Kaplan turbines is preferred for uh, high flow rate and low head. Okay, so this creates reaction turbine. Okay, next is your Francis turbine. Now this Francis turbine have both reaction as well as impulse forces into it. And if we are talking about your tangential and axial, so it combines both. So these are generally called as mixed forces turbine. Okay, and these are most preferred also. So in the animation or your GIF file, if you can see here, both the forces you can assume So this is your, these are your the round ones, if you can say. These are your axial forces, and this perpendicular forces or tangential forces, they also create your tangential forces to it. So this turbines are most preferred. And regarding the height of the dam and the Q, it is preferred for both medium heighted as well as medium flow rate. Okay, so in the middle, it is preferred. So this is most preferred turbine. Okay, so as we have individually discussed about the different turbines, we will be discussing on a comparative basis of your different turbines, and talking on the electrical side, which turbine will be preferred at which for which ratings. We will be, ratings means on the electrical side. Yeah. So we will be discussing on your plant capacity. Head we have already discussed, and then we will be going for RPM and efficiency. Okay, so these are the main important parameters that will be comparing all the three turbines. So if you are putting a plant of high megawatt power, so you can assume, or you can say that if you can prefer going for Francis turbine. Okay, so this Francis turbines has using both impulse as well as reaction forces to it. So for high capacity plant, you must prefer Francis turbine. As well as if you are checking about your Pelton and Kaplan, capacity is quite similar, but it that depends on the height of the dam. So if your height of the dam is quite high, so you better going for Pelton, and and relatively vice versa, you can go for Kaplan. Okay, regarding your RPM, if you're checking out this, Francis has a quite high RPM. That is your till it has a range from 93 to 1000 RPM, and comparing to the Pelton, it's like 75 to RPM. So there is not much difference between your Pelton and Francis, but there is a difference between Kaplan. So for low RPM speed, you, if you are having a low RPM speed, you will go for Kaplan. uh, for high RPM, you can prefer either Pelton or Francis. Okay. Now, if you are saying about efficiency, I have already always told you that Francis is more preferred because of the advantage or efficiency. Okay, if you are checking the efficiency, it's your approximately above 90%, and regarding both the things, it is quite low. Okay. Now here, next is